What?
Nova or
Helios?
yeah.
Helios, Countess, Helios.
It's coming from so far away. Picking up so much speed.
You ready to start the episode out? Wow.
He's not ready.
5.
You want me to do it?
No, I got it.
He got it.
Good evening, everybody. This is Crossover University coming to you. Oh, that's right. We coming to you. One more week, one more time. This is Al.
Skip me for a second.
Wow.
Skip him first.
Wow. We're on camera doing this shit, and it's like, this is Al. No, man, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
This is our first live stream episode on YouTube.
And we fucked that up. Lovely.
That's all good.
Retweeting out the
This
link
is
now.
Eric.
That's
I'm
Eric.
Monica.
And this is Anthony. Eating a brownie.
This is Anthony.
This is the gang. This is how we do it. Gang, son. Anyway, listeners, we got ourselves a pretty decent show. You know, we had a historic, successful launch of Black Panther, which we'll talk about, which is pretty neat. We got some other topics. I think a trailer to watch. Right, Eric?
Yes, there is a trailer which will.
What's the trailer for?
It's the new Ready Player One trailer.
Oh, yeah.
Come with me.
Ah,
And
yeah.
you'll see.
I'm ready for that.
I haven't seen that yet.
It's really
I have,
good.
hey, listeners, I have, listeners and I guess watchers now, haha. I guess I have resigned myself to the fact that Ready Player One, the movie, will not be like the book.
Well,
No.
yeah,
At
no.
all.
It's
I
not.
had
In any way.
No.
I had
Wait,
no
what?
hope.
Yeah, have you not seen the trailers? It's nothing like the book at all. Like,
There's
they've
been-
changed
I just said
a
that.
lot. Yeah,
but
they've-
I haven't seen it.
They've changed a
Not
lot
the new
of
one,
major
but
shit.
like the
any
other
of the
ones.
other trailers.
The original trailer looked similar to the book.
It looks
I
similar,
mean, you
but
got
no.
like a couple of major, a couple of plot points, but mostly none of that shit is right.
Well, for
None of
What is not
for
right
a
in
film,
the
they
first
have
trailer?
to change it.
Well, why don't we watch it first? And
I'll
see?
point everything out. for you.
The Welcome to the Resistance. We comes in, he's talking to some redheaded girl,
Oh yeah, that's not in there.
stuff like that.
Definitely not in there.
Yeah.
The fact that it looks like Artemis is a giant, or not Artemis, H is a giant monster.
What
in
about the
game.
fact that they show off one of the biggest twists, which is the fact that H is actually a black girl in the trailer?
Yep.
I was. a
They
little
put it in the
disappointed.
trailer.
And they showed Artemis all throughout too. They're hanging out throughout the whole movie.
The only ones
which
we
they
do-
don't. Which they, don't
do
meet.
hang
And
out
it's a-
for a long time
But
in
they
the
don't
book,
meet
though.
But
that's
it,
only
like,
in the
skips that
Oasis.
time.
only in the game.
They
though,
only
not
hang
in
out in the
person.
Oasis.
But they've
They
never met in person until the end of the book.
the very end of the book.
Yes.
Like the last
I'll have to
page.
go back and watch the first. Wait, is this? Are you guys talking about the newer one or the original trailer?
We're
Both.
talking about both.
Yeah.
Okay, well I haven't
Yeah.
seen the newer one, so we'll have to watch.
The
that.
point is they're changing things, and I don't like it, man.
I'm trying to keep an open mind.
I'm trying to figure out at what point were him and H racing through the stacks. Like, did you see that shit in the new trailer? I'm like, at what point did that
Yes,
happen in the book? I'm like, did I miss a scene?
Look! I
I'm
I
like-
was watching this trailer and I was like, do I need to read this book again?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, do I need to
What
reread
did I
this
miss?
bitch? Like, this seems more action packed. Like, what happened here?
I'm so lost right now.
Just
Exactly.
you understand.
He hasn't
like
seen
we're
the
lost
trailer.
too.
Don't worry, you'll understand when you see it,
I'm lost for a different reason.
I know, but
Are you
I'm
lost in
saying,
what I'm doing over here?
right? And I'm like, I'm gonna need Halliday to get some more pep in his step. He was down a little dry on that
My name's
trailer.
James Halliday.
Right, you could win a $500 billion. I'm like, man, if you don't start dancing,
No, man.
Get up!
Halliday was the dude that was a recluse. Like he was the quiet guy.
yeah.
The
But
other
remember,
dude-
but on the recorded message that he left,
He only danced in one scene.
he danced in and played his way. He like played a video game as a kid, danced through like a prom dance scene.
Yeah, but we didn't
And
get
then-
that portion. We just got him talking about him being James Halliday when he read the will part.
Yeah, please.
all right.
Why do
so-
you think he's gonna like pop out like Willy Wonka did in the original movie?
Look, man.
and actually be like super lively.
as long as they have Og's birthday done correctly, I'll be cool.
I
Is that
don't
really all you want out of it?
Man,
Og's
Og's birthday-
Og's birthday is cool. I'll give
We've
it to
seen
you.
it. We've already seen that in the trailer, though.
When
I'll
all
gi-
this,
I'll give
yeah,
it
but
to
when
you.
all the bad guys show up and he's just like, "Be gone," and as long as they do that,
I want to see R2D2 DJ a track.
yeah, I forgot about that.
They have the rights for that, I think.
It's
to
There's a lot of
rewatch
stuff
this.
taken out because they couldn't get the rights to it. Like Ultraman is gone.
no, it's Warner Brothers, so they don't have the rights to Marvel.
Yeah, Ultraman is gone because they couldn't get the rights to Ultraman, so that's why they got the Iron Giant rocking.
Yep, they have the Iron Giant, but they did get the Gundam rights for H.
The Gundam rights is fucking sick though, you know.
It did look pretty cool.
I need to reread
He comes up,
this.
he's like, "What's he?"
Admittedly, I don't remember there being an Akira bike in the book, but
I'm not
neither.
gonna.
but I'm not gonna complain about that
I'm
one.
not
That's
gonna
pretty
just-
cool,
Well, she never had like a exclusive bike or anything.
right?
He was the only one that had like a car he goes to.
Do you guys think that part where they like flipped him the coin was like a spinoff of that scene where he wins it in the Pac-Man game? Except for some reason Artemis is with him.
Well, I think maybe that's his. That robot is his butler thing, and maybe the coin is something in his like armory, and then flips him to him like good luck,
You think so?
or maybe it's for something else.
I feel like that's a scene that they probably may not have in the movie because it feels like just like one of those scenes that they would cut for time. But it makes sense. He has to have an extra life. It's a main part of the story that he dies and he doesn't have
You
that
know,
extra life.
Not if
then
you
he
can
won't
read the
make
book.
it.
Spoilers
Yeah.
alert.
Oh my God! Listen to me, listeners.
I
If
mean,
you
he's,
haven't
he's
read
not
the
wrong though. Like that is a key twist at the end of the book.
I know. I'm not saying it's not in
yeah,
there.
well, they shouldn't have put H in the trailer, so I don't want to hear it.
Well, I mean, H is a character from the very beginning, so that's
He's telling us the twist.
The twist part of that character is in the trailer.
What if that's not H?
I wasn't.
Who? What? Don't give me that bullshit. There's a black girl driving they're driving an RV. No.
I was confused.
No,
Oh,
there was
was
no one
she
else
driving an RV?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's,
yeah, that's
you'll see
Because
in the
the
trailer she's
poster-
driving an RV. There's no one else good.
Y'all want to
to
show me this shit so
not
I can
sure.
get caught up here or
I'm
what?
not sure how we're playing the trailer with this over here and the whole
I
setup.
can grab my
Pull up a new
laptop.
tab
Pull a new well, I got it.
I
yeah.
can
or a
grab
new
my-
window,
I can grab
technically
my
a new
laptop.
internet window.
Nobody listening to me? Okay.
What laptop?
I said I can grab my laptop.
I mean, is you gonna put it on a tab? I mean, if it
Separate that
works.
off. Make it a new window so you can maximize it.
Whoa, 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 whoa. You know, I've had in my head all day
What?
the second opening to My Hero Academia. You know, the one with All Might jumping through the city, like just like whoa, 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 where he's just like floating his way through the whole city.
Yep, don't remember.
Well, I kind of had that song.
I always
not
made
as
you
good as the
skip
first
over the
intro.
openings.
Oh no, the first intro is great. I like the first intro more, but I really couldn't get that one out of my head. At first, I was like, "Where is that from?" I was like, "Is that from Black Clover?" And then I remember Black Clover is a huge disappointment. And then I was like, "No." Ugh.
Audio is for some reason not playing on my computer.
Hmm.
Woo!
All right. Well, you want me to pull it up on my phone? That sounds
grab
weird.
your laptop.
Thank
She's gonna
you.
grab her
I was
laptop.
sitting here waiting for somebody to be like, just grab the
All
laptop.
right, so let's quickly brush through Black Panther. So Black Panther. No, I'm just-
Oh, you want me to? I need to step out for this.
you want to? Oh, so you actually are wanting to avoid this one
Yes.
because you normally don't care about spoilers.
You're right. Go ahead and ruin it.
Plus, also,
No, what?
there's not a lot of spoilers in this movie. It's,
No,
it's
I
a pretty
can't-
weak plot.
I don't know, man. I kind of don't want to ruin it all for him, no.
I don't care.
It's incredibly guessable.
I still haven't seen Doctor
I
Strange.
didn't guess it, so shush.
I had that guess from like 5 seconds in.
Yeah, I didn't. So
Feel,
shush.
feel free to spoil.
Well, let's get to this. She's coming back with the laptop.
Well, especially since we're on camera, you might want to, warn the listeners / viewers.
We are. We're not. Well, we're probably not gonna do full spoiler reviews.
Oh, okay.
Half spoiler reviews.
Half spoilers.
We're
Generalist.
just gonna
reviews.
cut off the views of the
Right, we're
watching.
gonna cut off the camera view with the back of an HP laptop.
Hey, HP,
we're not repping them at all.
Give me some money.
Give me money. Uh,
My speakers are really loud.
your speakers are awesome. Those things so super clear. What laptop is that? I mean,
Jeez.
besides just HP.
It's just a general HP.
Yo, why are her
laptop.
speakers better than the speakers on our laptop?
Yeah,
Ours are underneath the computer.
right. She got that good shit. Y'all got that clear.
This is the Oasis. It's a place where the limits of reality are your own imagination.
I like this version of the song.
People come to the Oasis for all the things they can do, but they stay because of all the things they can be.
I like his character. I'm not gonna lie.
He looks great.
He looks real cool.
I'm talking to all of you now because the future's being threatened. I just came here to escape, but I found something much bigger than myself.
Hey, which one? I bet that scene with him walking with her through the greenhouse, the last shot of the movie.
And now, people have lost their lives. No.
Yeah, that shouldn't be there.
Yeah, the whole running from that shit didn't really happen, but we're gonna let it go.
I'm still excited.
It looks like the floating keys look pretty cool though.
I'm just still crazy excited for it, honestly.
Yeah, that was definitely H.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, who? See, I'm like, when did this happen?
But they don't tell you.
When
who
did
that
King
is.
Kong show up? Whoa, shit.
You have to tighten your microphone though.
I moved it around too much.
What's with the Halo Spartans running around?
Because it's Warner
They had to
Brothers.
update it.
That's what they have the rights to.
With me.
I'm still crazy excited.
Yeah, me too.
For those who don't read the book, I mean, there's no way they can know that's H. So
Too late now.
yeah, well, I mean, we know that because we've read the book. That's how that works.
Listeners know.
That is still like one of my top favorite books of all time.
Oh, it is a really sick book.
Our
No,
mom's
I'm,
really good. You should give that a read.
Yeah, I still haven't gotten that one.
I actually just finished that on audiobook. Well, I'm almost finished with it. I'm in the. There's a
Yeah,
delay.
dude, it's delayed.
Oh, I was like,
It's not a perfect 1-to-1. It's a
I
delay.
thought it was like, what's all right? I thought it was.
It's
I thought it was-
live and then some.
All right, I thought it was 1-1. I didn't realize it was
No.
like a little late.
No, it's a slight delay. That way it gives you time to figure out what's going on.
Of course.
No, I'm in like the final big ending of Armada. I've already went through it once before, but it's actually really good. I like it.
I like Armada too. I don't necessarily like the last couple of pages, but that's just because I feel like he was trying to finish the book, finish writing, and wrap it up. Like, let's be real. He kind of felt. I felt like the very, very ending was like a little bit like let's end the book here, but that's okay. I feel like he was just tired.
It's a slow intro, but it builds really well.
Yeah, in the middle section, it's a very strong middle.
It is.
In fact, I like the romance. I think it's a great. Armada's a really good story.
It had its nice moments. Everything about NBA is amazing.
Oh yeah, certainly very interesting.
Anthony's like, I have no idea what they're talking about.
Armada's a different.
I know
book.
of the book.
Okay, so
Like,
you know
it's another virtual reality kind of thing.
It's not a
but-
virtual reality.
It's not?
In this one, it's a
yeah, what would
Don't they
what would you
train like
call that?
virtually?
well, it's a video game that trains you,
Right, yeah.
and you can play it in VR, but you don't have to. But it's just a
okay.
global game created by.
And what they don't know is it's like training them to fight off the invasion or
Yes.
something. Yeah.
That they've known for years. What's crazy is the amount of people they said worked on the game is every major game creator of all time. The guy behind God of War, the guy behind Halo, the guy behind Nintendo, Zelda, Mario, all of the majors.
I mean,
created
I
here.
know.
Well,
what
yeah,
you-
if you were going to make a game
Suspend
dedicated
your
to
belief.
saving
I
the
get
human
it.
race.
I
No,
mean,
I
could
get
you
it.
imagine how good that game is, though?
I know.
right? I don't know. I can't imagine those many people coming together to agree on one game genre.
That is true because they chose it was definitely a shooter.
You know
combat
why it
style.
worked,
yeah.
though?
Why?
It's a
Because
book.
they didn't invite E EA.
I was actually watching South Park today, and they started a crack baby athletic association to have babies fight over crack.
Oh, my God.
I almost feel offended. Jesus.
It's a terrible show. But
They
EA
are not subtle.
EA
Like, oh.
bought like the rights to the video game and then tricked them into owning 100%, no payment to them, nothing. It was like, well, good old EA saying, "Get the fuck out of my building." Yeah, EA just fucking swindled those kids, much like they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
money.
pretty.
Yeah, they swindle kids.
That's
It's
pretty
what
standard.
they do. That's
You're
a go-to
so excited.
move.
Well, I don't know if they're swindling the kids so much as swindling the parents who are paying for said kids.
I mean, the kids get access to be able to buy their loot boxes, so I guess they're swindling somebody.
I didn't expect that many viewers since it is midnight on a Monday.
How many viewers we got?
Probably none.
That one, I'm pretty sure, is us.
We
Oh,
got-
yeah, it is.
Yeah, we got one viewer. Okay,
It's
there you
us.
It's us, dude.
I know,
Because
that's
we
what I
have it
said.
pulled up.
We got one. That's all that matters.
go. It's us.
Well, I mean, I'm sure people will go back and listen. It's 12 on a midnight. I
It
didn't
stays
expect
recorded.
much.
Who are you logged in as?
Us,
Which us?
the Cross River University.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like we're on the content thing where we can view it, and that shows the live feed and all that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because my channel is technically Crossover Gaming.
Oh no, I'm not under that one. I'm under.
You're under the one that we put Mount Your Friends on and everything. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That was a fun game.
No, your friends
It
was
a fun game.
fun.
It was a really fun game.
God, we started getting that shit down at the end, man. We were like, just swing and let go. And
Yeah, until you swing, miss, and go all the way back down. No.
I want to
You
play
start
that.
panicking, and you're like, "Go, go!"
Come on, try to get back to the top.
I want to play that I Am Bread game.
What?
Bread?
It's you and another person control each corner of a piece of like bread, and you have to like get yourself across the kitchen.
Oh yeah, gotcha.
Interesting.
Each corner
Did
of
a
a piece of
Markiplier
bread.
play that?
Markiplier's played everything.
That's
He
right.
does play everything, doesn't he?
It's
So
his
like
job.
the bread is alive.
It was either Markiplier
Basically,
or
you're
PewDiePie I watched play that.
You're sentient bread, and you control like left half, and then the other person, or
that
you,
was like that game we played at Southern Fried.
or
Twin
you-
Cop.
Twin Cop was awesome.
It's a little tougher than that because like it's like the physics-based movement kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
I guess.
I
I guess it'd be
also-
like playing Quap, but with two people.
I also want to play.
You remember that, right?
Aquadad. Is it Aquadad?
It is
that what
Quap.
it's called?
No, you're talking about it's Octodad.
Octodad.
I was gonna say-
That's right.
I was thinking it is Quap, right? That
Yeah,
jogging
Quap.
simulator thing with the.
Yeah, it's the running game.
And then there's Clop, the horse one.
Oh wow.
I also
I
want
never played.
I don't know how
That
to.
was, that was
That's
hilarious.
the one VR game I really want to play is Be Quiet and No One Explodes.
Yeah, I've seen
I thought
that.
it was Keep Talking and no.
Oh
One
yeah,
Explodes.
that's what. Keep Talking and No One Explodes, where one person is in the VR controlling the bomb, and the other person has to read them through the book.
Yeah, through the
read them
manual.
through the
God, I would
instructions.
love-
Admittedly, it sounds like a tough sell, but a lot of people thought it was really fun. Like
'Cause,
I've seen a lot of people have fun with it.
Well,
But it
they-
sounds like a tough sell. It's like, look, dismantle this bomb. Here's the thick ass manual. Good luck. What?
Oh, you gotta provide
This is
your own paper.
Like, this is a game. And you just pick up this like 20, 30 page book. You're just like, what the fuck is this? And then she's like, now start reading it, or he's gonna die. There's a square
People are-
and like 3 lines, a green wire. I'm just like,
like you
I'm
you can play it without VR, but I feel like it's more into
Oh,
it
yeah.
because like if you're in there, you can't see anything other than the bomb. And
Did you
kinda-
ever get to play Richie's Plank Experience?
Which one's that?
It's a VR game. It's the one where you ride up the elevator.
No.
and
You
then
walk
it's-
across the plank between the buildings.
The
Dude.
only VR game I've gotten to play really was the one where you're just shooting stuff like flying in the air.
When I
And you
worked
can,
at
like,
the
go back to switch
I
weapons.
really feel like you should have played Raw Data.
I went
Raw
to
Data was
God, Raw Data was so.
when I went to
fucking sick.
Tennessee, they had a 9D virtual reality inside the small mall.
what?
What's
What the fuck is
9D?
9D?
Yeah, what does that even mean?
That's what I wanted.
Even
to
the
know.
one in New York had like a virtual reality like pod that you could like get
That
into.
is the pod.
What is
Oh.
9D? I'm still stuck on that.
You get in a pod and apparently you can move around. I was like, that is not.
Somebody reaches
9D.
in like slaps you. like,
Well, that's
oh,
only like 5D.
it really feels like real damage.
You drop in a lake, somebody's like,
Somebody just throws a
of
bucket of like cold water in your face. It's like I'm really there.
you land in a volcano, and you're just like, oh god.
Right, you're on like a ship. Somebody puts like a fan in your face, like throws like sea salt on you. like, oh, I can really smell the ocean.
Why does it come in waves?
Just get hit with a
They
finger.
like time it when the time the wave comes over the boat.
Moose. Stop it. Moose.
What is he doing?
He's trying to climb on top
Moose,
of the
don't try to
tanks.
don't torment the lizards, huh? Gotta
no,
bleed
it was.
the lizard.
I didn't try it out because it looked awfully gimmicky.
What?
9D VR.
Hey, dude,
Man,
I kind
I
of
don't know if
I almost
that's-
tried the
that's
pod when
legit.
I was in New York. I really almost tried it.
No,
but
the
I
pod
didn't-
is fine, but 9D.
I don't even know what that. Again, I'm not even sure what all the 9 is, man.
Because what 3D would be, virtual reality would be basically 3D reaching in.
Yeah.
Yes.
So then 4D would be, I guess,
Time
feels.
travel.
So what is?
I mean,
9?
4D for movies is like when they involve like smell or like
Yeah.
the chair moving, like a D
Okay,
box.
So what would 5 and up be?
I know.
I'm telling you, bro, somebody's gonna step up and kick you in the nuts.
I'm pretty sure 9D is real life. Like
I
they
think
just
there's-
kidnap you and throw you somewhere.
They
We wake up,
Tennessee-
it's so real.
Gatlinburg, Tennessee also had a 7D theater.
Yeah, and a 7D
Yeah, they
theater.
had
What
a
is 7Ds?
7D. It's basically where it's virtual reality, but you're on like a little roller coaster and you have the guns and you got to shoot everything that's around.
That would
you.
be
Oh, like
4D.
what they're doing at Six Flags
Yeah.
nowadays.
That would be 4D.
Is it?
Isn't 4D considered like when you're sitting in the theater and they like spray stuff at you,
Yeah.
or they like rattle the seats,
My God,
or
I
they poke you
remember.
in the back.
You know that's not mechanical, right? There's a dude behind it.
I remember when I was like 12, I went to Florida and they had a. It was right after, what was
Are
it?
you thinking about the Terminator?
Terminator 3D.
That's actually still there, I think.
Is it really? Oh my god.
Because I went to
Terminator 3D.
There was these two scenes that I always remember. It was like he threw something, it comes at you, and you could literally just see it like move in front of your face. I was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. And then every other movie with 3D was like, eh.
Mhm.
But like apparently it's still there. I'm like, are they still
I think it's
gimmicking
still
off this?
there.
They're still gimmicking
Or
off
they-
Terminator 3.
But either it's still there or they replaced it with the Transformers one, where it's Transformers 4D. So
That's
it's
like getting
it's
chased
basically-
by the robots through the streets.
Is it just
Exactly.
someone bending metal in front of your face?
Right? Somebody comes out with like a welder. You're like, ah!
It's just a box with broken glass. They shake for the soundtrack. That terrible
You just
transforming.
get that same clip of Optimus run.
We joke about that, but I saw this thing about how sound effects are made.
Oh, yeah, no,
right?
yeah. They really
and
do
that's like
something.
legit, like how they do
Yeah,
it.
it's people fucking
Like,
breaking and stomping on
Dude,
shit, right?
They had like a box of pebbles,
That's
right?
an actual career.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
that, right?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
They had this box of like pebbles, right? And the scene that they were sounding for was this dude walking along like a beach with rocks
Yep.
and shit, and they just took like these boots and they were like, and I was like, this is the most fake ass shit.
My
That's
favorite
like
one.
before-
Hey, once they weave it in though, you can't fucking tell.
Exactly.
One of my favorite ones was it was supposed to be the sound of a rocking chair, and they took a wooden rocking horse and just scraped it
Oh yeah,
instead of the actual rocking chair because it wasn't loud enough.
yeah.
Well, I
There's
mean, I
a-
seen somebody do the footsteps for Dash from The Incredibles behind the scenes, and they take these little pads and they're like, and they just like speed it up.
They showed
And I'm
a,
like,
a
ooh.
behind the scenes for Mortal Kombat X for the sound effects.
Mm.
It's literally them punching meat. Raw
Yeah,
meat.
Right.
The coolest one I ever saw was the making of Dead Space, which I think I've told you guys before. But they took like a bunch of giant watermelons and they smashed them with mallets for when you like break the bones and hear the blood go everywhere.
Yep.
Like it's just watermelon.
Lovely.
I know in Mortal Kombat whenever they do the limbs, it's a bunch of celery. Just
Bunch of celery. I figured it would have been like trees
Really?
or something.
some of them were tree
that was
branches.
probably Batman Arkham Origins.
That
Oh,
was
yeah. Well, more like the first Batman, where it's, back Arkham Asylum.
no City had the stronger snapping noises.
Somebody cocking that shotgun.
City was the one where it sounded like it hurt the most.
Yeah, that shit sounded like a thunder just coming down. Just
So I put out my old speaker system in the living room. If you noticed.
I don't-
I didn't notice.
Because my TV has like a very hollow sound, so it doesn't sound as impacting. And I was playing Injustice 2.
To be fair, it's not a very large TV.
Look, okay, I'm not that American where I need a 65-inch TV in
Well,
every room
no,
of the
I'm
house.
saying if you want better sound, you're right. Either get that or get like a sound bar or
Or just
something.
use the surround sound system.
I said that's what I said. Your surround sound or like a sound bar or something, because it's not like you can expect much sound from your TV. It's not a very big TV.
Well, I hooked it up, and I forgot how dynamic the bass was on it. So, like, I was playing Injustice, and when they were punching with the Ninja Turtles, you hear, like, it sounds painful. And then I switch over to, like, Dragon Ball
Fighter
Fighters,
Z.
and it just sounded like a blur of... Because, like, the first game was like... "Huh, psh, psh, huh, psh," and then just... It's so manic.
Just
and-
like a hot mess.
Oh yeah, if you weren't paying attention to that game, you would have actually. If you pay attention, you still have zero idea what's going on. It is a very fast-paced game.
Gotta love those fast-paced tag in, tag out kind
Oh
of
my
games,
God.
man.
I've gotten better at
fun,
it.
though.
I
Oh,
found out.
yeah.
I found out you can do 3 ultimates at once.
Yeah.
At least these dudes don't all have catchphrases like the ones from Marvel Capcom 3, where they just ride in. Captain America's like, "Justice!" and then just like jumps out. Spider-Man's like, "Web him up!" and it just like slides in. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody's got their own fucking catchphrases. So he's switching 3 dudes out every match who all say different things like every time you call them in. It's just like
I mean,
Hulk's like, "One more."
What?
I mean,
Don't look at me.
in Fighter Z, they actually like say something like when they come in.
Oh, they? Oh,
Yeah.
Do they say it that just the one time?
No,
Yeah,
no.
well-
It varies based on who you're fighting because they actually link them up. If you do special endings with special fighters, so if you were to beat Yamcha with Nappa as the final, it actually shows him getting blown up by the Cyberman.
yeah.
I still think the Cyberman should be a character, and if it's Pit against Yamcha, it's just like instant loss.
That's some bullshit. I'll be mad if I was Yamcha.
Especially like if you're a professional Yamcha player and it's
Yeah.
one guy defeat him, it's like, well,
Who in their right mind would be a professional Yamcha
I don't know what a
player?
Yamcha is, but it sounds disappointing.
first off, Yamcha's actually not terrible in that game.
He's not.
yeah,
I've
surprisingly.
heard reviewers say that Yamcha actually has some really cool combos.
He does. His are very tricky. Like he'll back off and then continue the combo. So when you think you get a free moment, you get hit again.
I heard some people
In
I heard some
Xenoverse-
people online are getting those hyper combos where they're just bouncing you around for a solid minute, where you can just put your controller down because you ain't getting
Yeah,
shit
dude.
done.
That's what it was like when MK9 came out. You
Well,
remember
that's
that
because
shit?
we've never played that before, and then we got
No,
online.
this was after we were good. We were
We were-
good,
we
and then
were
we went
never
online.
good.
Well, yeah, I say good. Like, we were good against each other. And then we went
against their
online.
spams a lot.
But see, the thing was, though, is that we wouldn't always lose. We would beat him sometimes, and then he would just do some random shit.
I've actually never seen him pick any other character other than Scorpion.
I saw him branch out a little bit.
Yeah.
That was more with the newer one.
The newer one, he does not leave Scorpion.
Why would I leave Scorpion? That's my man. I'm sorry. Everyone's got a character, don't they?
Yeah, but you still switch around.
I do that for Street Fighter. I switch around on everybody on Street Fighter because I can kick your ass with anybody.
Well, that's because the game is universally a terrible concept.
That's not true.
Yeah.
You're just bad at it.
Oh no, I'm fine at it actually.
Are you?
Yeah.
He
Are
beat
you?
you a couple times.
No. Recently, not recently.
Oh, because I don't play it every day like you.
yeah. Well, guess what? I don't play Mortal Kombat like you every day.
I don't.
He does-
When's the last time I played Mortal Kombat?
I don't bullshit me, Eric. When you no. You
Listen
played
to me.
Mortal Kombat all the fucking time back when the shit
Ow.
was popping, son. You was all over that game,
When it first came out,
When
yeah.
it first came out,
motherfucker.
But
That's all
now-
you did, and he was playing
don't-
online matches and shit.
I don't even have it
the
installed.
last time Eric played Mortal Kombat was before we moved in
Don't
together.
you have it on your computer, though?
It's not installed. It's just in my Steam library.
Do you have it on your
He's
PlayStation?
been playing Injustice.
It's not installed.
Well, I mean, yeah,
That's all he's been playing since it came out.
Yeah,
Like,
but
which is
Injustice-
fine, Eric. See, the thing is, I never left Street Fighter. I never left.
And
Street
you know,
Fighter from
you
the
never
Super
left the
Nintendo.
original one. Either.
I never left the original Super Nintendo Street Fighter 2 Turbo. So
Turbo
you know,
Hyper Ultimate Deluxe Remake.
Hey,
Quad
all same
forward.
to me, son. Whooping that ass.
We
Ryu.
added-
So you
added
come up against
Chun
that
Li.
mom right
Hey,
quick.
Chun Li's my girl.
We added 2 new characters, but
You hear
slightly
that,
changed
son?
the color.
So you come up against that mom right quick.
Right? Get my ass whooped.
Man.
I'm not ashamed
That was
to say it. I'm
embarrassing.
not ashamed to say it because I appreciate players that are better than me. But goddamn, I got my ass beat by that mom
Oh,
and that Asian kid
so I read more into.
who was just like,
We
"You're too
should-
eager."
We should be hearing from Momocon about mid-March whether or not we have a panel.
Cool.
So I'm actually pretty excited for that.
Whether or not we have a panel?
Yeah,
Yeah.
panel that I don't think anyone's gonna go to, but we'll
You'd
have
be
one.
surprised.
Yeah,
We're gonna sit there and we're gonna look at
What
that
are
one
we
person
even
in the
gonna talk
audience.
about?
We're gonna eyeball him while he
Is
sleeps.
it like how to start a podcast?
It is. Yeah,
Oh.
it's exactly that format. It's that where we talk about the whole setup, what you
I'm
need.
telling you, man, we're gonna eyeball those 2 dudes in the audience and while they sleep. It's
Hey.
just like we're just here to skip through.
We're not the viewing room, okay? Where you go
Yeah,
in
we're
for-
just here to get off our feet for a while, man. Y'all just go ahead.
The lines out there are pretty bad. Just need to sit down.
All right, we're just gonna chill. I'm like,
My feet are
all
killing me.
right.
To be fair, I went to a few pretty bad.
Any
there was that
questions?
Kingdom Hearts one,
That Kingdom Hearts one was stupid.
and it
What?
was packed. She took me to this Kingdom Hearts panel at was it MomoCon?
It was MomoCon last year.
It was a family feud with cosplayers from Kingdom Hearts, and it was packed.
It wasn't Family Feud, was it? It was Jeopardy.
Jeopardy.
Wait,
No,
so
or
like
was-
Kingdom Hearts
I don't
Jeopardy?
know. It was like trivia.
Yeah, but it was like all
Is
the
my
people up
microphone
there.
turned off?
No, I don't think you're close enough.
Oh no!
I can't hear myself.
There you go.
There we go.
The wire hit it.
Okay, I was like, I
Oh,
can't hear
the
myself.
wire hit it.
But yeah, no, it was basically family feud, or it was Jeopardy.
It was mostly trivia for Kingdom Hearts,
But all the people in it were cosplayers
Yes.
of them, and they had to be in the roles the whole time.
and it was like crappy cosplayers.
They were pretty bad.
And they weren't very in character either, because they were supposed to do it like in character to make it like funny, but it was like very like cheesy and corny.
Because it wasn't like the normal heroes; it was the organization.
The B lists.
Well, it's supposed to be the villains, the really serious
From
villains.
the second game.
From
but-
Kingdom Heart villains.
Yeah.
Disney villains.
No. It's an
No.
organization 13. There's 13 members. They're all like dead people who became nobodies and all this. They have like X in their name. It's really weird.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay,
I feel like
and-
Disney villains would have been more exciting.
Well,
Yeah.
just be Disney
Like-
cosplayers.
You actually know those
Captain
characters.
Hook rocking.
Well, anyone who's played the
You know
game
those
knows the
characters.
villains. That's what they're there for, is to see those villains. I mean, if you don't know them, of course you wouldn't go to it.
Sounds like you guys didn't have a great time.
Oh no, it was terrible. I went to a motherfucking live Let's Play where everyone participated. A crowd play of Batman Telltale season 2, episode 1.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow! Well,
And
everyone participates.
See, I
That
thought
could be fun.
I thought it would be like we did, where you vote on your phone.
Yeah.
They didn't even try that. They had one person playing, and then everyone would scream.
Just
what
shout
the,
Oh,
answers.
just shout the. Oh man.
and that room was beyond packed. There was a line around the lobby.
Jeez.
What?
Oh God,
That was at Dragon Con too.
There was one panel at Anime Weekend Atlanta one year. It was for Hetalia Access Powers. That's that
I know
one
that
anime.
anime. I know that
Like
anime.
I told you about
It's
that
actually pretty
anime
good.
with all like
Yeah.
the countries or whatever. They're all like their own character.
Yeah.
And it was just a bunch of girls in cosplays from them, like trying to do like the accents from the countries.
Sure.
And like all these 12-year-old little girls would just like the thing about it was
Wait, you're losing me.
oh sorry I know exactly
Like you had me like, and all
Like,
these
it
girls
started-
are just cosplay and do the acts. I'm like, all right.
12.
And then 12 is whoa.
yes exactly no
Giggity.
so
Oh.
so they put a microphone at the stage for people to come up and ask the countries questions. And it was just a bunch of little 12-year-old girls like coming up asking stupid questions that didn't even fucking matter or anything, and that was retarded. I was like, did they seriously like okay this?
I went to
This is
a
stupid.
I went to a panel for New 52 Comics where they discuss it. 3 moderators. There was like fucking 50 people in there. Just, I didn't like this series. This series was good. If you make a panel, people will show up.
That's debatable.
I really feel like
Again,
the topic has to be interesting because
guys
you
are
know what?
going
The
off
panel
of-
the panel I went into for artificial intelligence was pretty packed. I had to sit on the floor. That one was pretty.
Do you remember
packed
the
out.
panel for
But that's
board
because
games?
artificial intelligence is fucking awesome. Now, if Tesla had a panel, I'd go to that.
But
I'd go to that
again-
in a fucking heartbeat.
Yo, do you remember the panel for creating board games that I brought you into?
How many people were in there?
Like
3,
four?
4 people.
including us.
Exactly. That's how ours would be.
But that's a much smaller con.
Yeah, that is
Sure.
Oh, for
fair
Southern
enough.
Fried?
That was from Southern Fried
Yeah,
Gaming, which
they're-
is it's like what, their 3rd year?
True, but the room was full for the virtual reality panel.
Well, yeah, because it's a gaming convention. They're there for video games, not for board games.
Board games is a game.
Dude, I mean,
it is.
board
There
games
were people
being
playing.
played at
There were
all
people
hours of the
playing
day.
in
Yeah.
the board games in the middle of the room.
No, I mean I
Like, a
understand
lot of
that,
people.
but it's more people are there to play the games rather than discuss making them in that situation. The VR one makes sense, but it is a much smaller area. I mean, a fucking MomoCon, DragonCon, any panel gets
Look,
people.
Eric, hey, I'll tell you what. I will be as optimistic as you want me to be, but don't get your hopes up. Because I don't
just
want you to be
show up.
I don't want you to be
just want you
heartbroken.
to show
I'm going to be
up.
on the panel.
You get your own microphone.
Jesus Christ. I'm like, we're going to be we got the hotel.
They actually
I'm going to be
have-
on the panel already. Like, what do you want from me,
Like,
man?
they-
Physically be in the room.
Like
I will be
they're
there.
actually gonna have people that are gonna help you set everything up and make sure that sounds like good and shit like that.
Oh yeah. We have
Like-
a person
like,
that runs the
we'll,
board
Like
and all
we'll
that.
have people that's gonna be helping with it too.
There is
other than just all of us doing like
it's
everything.
like an actual the volunteers will help set up all the audio equipment.
Is it like a
testing.
Do we
question and
need
answer
help
thing?
setting up an audio equipment?
It's our own. We make it our own way. The way I submitted it was that it would be a tutorial on creating a podcast, how you go about it, all the things you need, and then a QA on different topics like getting sponsors, getting press items, getting press passes.
I don't know if we could talk about sponsorships considering we're not sponsored by anybody.
Are we sponsored
Sponsors
by
ads. That's what we mean.
I was going to say, don't we got Audible or something?
And
Audible's
technically-
more of like not like an affiliate thing, but
And technically, we've been sponsored by independent people sending us their comics to review.
that's true.
That does count.
That is true.
Because I just read that one today, which I'm going to be talking about in the comic segment. It's actually pretty interesting. It's on Comixology. He accidentally sent me his book. He meant to send me his other one. He's got a new book coming out. He sent me like a 90-page summary of it. And was like, whoop, shit, wrong one.
Don't read that.
Well, I mean,
Too late.
Delete this.
Gonna read. I didn't read it.
Well, I mean, I tell you, like I said, it promises to be, if nothing else, interesting. Even if we're the only people in the room.
Hey, man. And then we get a sweet hour where he still said we had a panel.
True?
I mean, we can record it as an extra episode.
Dude, if we're
Also
the only
true.
4 in the room, I'm just gonna run around the room and occupy different seats and ask outrageous questions.
That sounds
You should
really,
totally do that regardless, Anthony.
Right?
Okay.
Regardless.
Like at the beginning,
It's our
don't
panel.
come
You
on
can do whatever you
stage,
want.
Exactly.
and we can say the fourth guy's running late.
Yeah.
And then you just be like,
and
this
I'll
guy-
have like different disguises. Like I'll have like a cap. And
Oh,
like, a fake
whatever.
mustache.
Just raise your hand. I heard podcasts cost at least thousands of dollars in the beginning. How do you whore yourself out for that?
I heard one of your members is gay, and then just like run to a different seat. Where are you going?
Guy? Fucking heckle from it.
Throw a tomato at someone.
Please don't.
It occurs to me, Monica, you bake a lot of brownies.
You got a problem with that?
No, I applaud.
apparently he does
I
because
know.
No,
he
I
has
can't.
to say that
I
I've done it a
can't
couple
comment on
times.
it. I applaud. I like brownies.
We
I
need
was
to-
just making the statement.
Al, I'm just giving you shit
Let's
Oh.
branch
because
into
it's
some
easy
sweet.
to give you shit.
Oh my gosh, I was just making a statement. Saying
All right,
brownies.
But thank you for noticing that I bake brownies.
You bake a lot of brownies. No, you don't
We-
just bake brownies. Baking brownies is baking brownies once every month and a half.
bacon.
You make brownies once a
Make
week.
pancakes. That's what I'm gonna make.
I've only
Every
made
time
like
I come,
3
every time I
boxes.
come over here, you got fresh baked brownies, and I'm
That's
not gonna
Not
complain.
true at all.
Bullshit.
There
The
wasn't
last
brownies-
3 times I've been here,
Oh.
man,
I
and
didn't
we
make
come here
brownies
every. I
last
come
week.
here every week.
Bring it down. Bring it down like 4 levels, mister. You're at like a 14. I need you at like
I
a
didn't
9.
make brownies last week.
I know that's 5
I
levels.
know there were
Don't say
brownies in
anything.
that house somewhere.
I
No,
wasn't
there
gonna say.
wasn't.
Okay, maybe the week before. I know there were brownies
Alright.
somewhere.
That was like 3 weeks ago. Anyways, let's talk about some Black Panther.
The math is not there for him.
Hey, fuck you.
The math. Only when it's in his favor is the math important.
That's like, hey, you owe me $38, right? It's like, what? How you figure that out?
Oh, you got this. Was
Right,
this?
no,
was
I
this,
still,
this,
you're right. I
this.
still got all the debts up here, man. I got it right here, man.
That shit's on a ledger under his bed.
Okay,
Black Panther.
let's talk about Black Panther.
Black Panther.
It's
Black
it's a guy in a vibranium suit. The end.
That goes
Black
to a,
Panther.
that goes to
Black
a city.
Panther.
That goes to
Why you
a
shushing
city
me?
Just bring it down like 4 notches.
You said one
Stop.
sentence about Black Panther. Shush.
Stocked with vibranium.
Okay.
Why don't we let the black dude go on the rant about Black Panther?
I don't have a rant about Black Panther. It's a great movie.
I enjoyed it.
I mean, what else do you
I
want me
liked
to say about it? It's a lovely movie. It's shot very well.
What do
Ryan
you-
Coogler, who directed Creed and Fruitvale Station, also with Michael B. Jordan.
The guy's like
And the-
our age.
He's a excellent.
What?
He's an. Hang on, this mic seems to get closer and closer to my face. Anyway,
That's
he's
'cause
an.
it's falling off the table. Eventually, it's just gonna knock you the fuck out.
You're
Audio
absolutely right.
feedback. What do you rate it, Al?
Oh, I gave it a 9.5.
9.5. It's pretty high.
Nice.
Well, that's because, like I said, it's beautifully shot. Some of those shots of Wakanda are absolutely stunning. The
Wakanda
city
looks
looks
fantastic.
really cool, even if it is like some of it's CG. Like it still is really well done CG.
The city was a character its own.
Yeah.
Totally,
I gave it an 8 out of 10.
which is fine.
I had a few issues with the plot and the overarching story of it, and the villain a little bit.
I liked Michael B. Jordan as a villain.
Oh, no,
I
he was
think he was
fantastic.
very. I felt like he was very relatable.
He was.
Especially when you got his full backstory, and you know what I mean, and then you look back and they flash back, and you realize you're like, oh, that's what happened, and I feel like it was really fucked up of King T'Chaka. What are you doing? Yes, it's sliding forward slowly, and I'm trying to figure out how to fucking deal with this.
Do you know how the thing works?
Shut up!
You have to tighten it,
I did tighten it.
not the top.
The bottom is tight too.
If it was tight, it wouldn't be moving.
It was tight, you motherfucker.
Hey, calm down with the wires. No, the villain
Calm
was
down
really
with the
good.
wires.
I just felt his plan was a little weak and not thought out.
I tell you what,
Who,
the
Killmonger?
end game of it, like the build up to what he did, was actually pretty bright.
Yeah.
But the end game of it, I'll give it to you. He could have
had-
handled it a little differently.
Well, it's that, and he didn't.
Moose.
But you know the reason why it fucked up, right? Is because
Did he just climb into the bookshelf?
Yes, he did.
What the fuck?
All I see is a tail right next to Robin.
That is awesome.
The ultimate. That's.
Oh, there he
it
goes.
goes. And there we go.
and there we go.
He almost took down the Legos. I got scared for a second there.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Like, check it out, man. The reason they said he couldn't stay after. Oh God, are we spoiling it or no?
No, not spoiling.
Okay,
We're
well, in
live.
that case, I'll tell you my real problems with Michael B. Jordan's in game. Like, I can understand where you're coming from, Eric. I really can. But as again, like I said, the lead up to it, very impressive
Well,
stuff.
I'll talk about it off camera as well.
I'm trying my best here, man. What?
You were
Goddamn.
fucking with that mic for like 5 minutes.
Shut
I
up.
will just say the story was a bit weak for me. It didn't do a lot. I know it was a backstory, but it just felt incredibly predictable. I was not really surprised by.
He's
anything.
alone in his thoughts, people.
Not really.
Keep going.
I wasn't
No,
really
yes.
surprised by a lot that happened. It felt by the numbers a very, I don't know, basic plot. And it just,
Again, alone in his thoughts, but that's fine.
I mean, everyone in it was fantastic and everything was good. It just,
I highly doubt he's alone in his thoughts.
He totally is.
no, it's
I
because
watched
it's
a
Black
lot of
Panther.
reviews for this.
Yeah,
He is.
because if you say anything bad about it on the internet, you're immediately crucified. It's Black Panther.
Or
Hey,
racist.
you say anything bad about it in
Exactly.
this room, you're immediately crucified.
I told you I talked to my coworker about it. He immediately, everything I said, he related to me being racist. I was like, the story we see. He's like, oh, a movie
I
with
saw a
black with-
photo, right, on Instagram.
Motherfucker.
I saw a photo on Instagram, right? This dude was flipping his shit because he went to go see it, right? And he was like, this is not a fucking black empowerment seminar. What the fuck? Because everybody was standing up in front of him
Yeah.
with like their fists in the air. It's like, I can't see the fucking screen.
That's hilarious.
I saw a legitimate article
Fucker. How?
that said this is a real article.
Somebody help him.
Okay, I'll
No, I've got this. Just
No, this is funny. Like,
This
I'm
is
just
the
gonna let it
episode.
keep happening.
Okay.
I saw a legitimate article.
Eventually, he's just gonna lay it down on the table and
shut up.
Just hold the mic.
I mean, he can take the mic off and then just sit like this.
You could do that.
Yeah.
with a giant dick. In
He's
his
just
face.
thinking about it now. I saw a legitimate
And
article.
it's going down.
I saw a legitimate article that stated
This is not funny.
Yes,
that
it
Pain
is.
in the ass. It was fun when it was like this.
Was it?
It didn't fall before until I had to
Ow,
move
ow, ow.
to be on camera.
ow. You can't yell into the mic.
Wow. First live stream. And it's just like, wow.
All right. I saw a
What is
legitimate
happening
article.
here?
I saw a legitimate article that said we should now bark at white people when they speak out of turn.
What?
Hey.
It's an actual thing. Talk
We will not
against-
have it.
Is that from the movie?
I will
is.
feed you to my people.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
just kidding. We're
Yeah, right.
vegetarians.
That's hilarious.
It was an actual character that did this in the
Yeah,
movie.
he just
Yeah.
started barking at Martin Freeman because he's like, "No, you don't speak, white boy."
He's like, but I think we should.
Right, but I really think we should. Quiet, or feed it to my people. Yo,
So
that
the-
dude was, Ubuntu
I
was
liked
hilarious.
him. He was awesome.
Ubuntu was
I'm
so
really
funny.
glad they didn't do his comic costume because that would have just been incredibly racist.
I'm glad they didn't call it. No, that wouldn't have been racist until they called him Man Ape.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
I would have got
okay.
pissed.
If they called him Man-Ape,
You
it
can't
would've
call him Man Ape,
been-
okay?
No.
That's
They-
not okay.
Keeping his name is fine. They did perfect with it.
Yeah,
he was
Ubuntu's
done.
he was a good character.
Oh, dude, his fight was awesome.
I liked him.
His fight was awesome.
Like, I really thought like he respected the crown, but he
did.
still wanted to be a good rival for it. I liked him.
He was probably one of the better parts of the movie for me. I enjoyed him.
Yeah, he had problems with the king's past. but
minus
that's
the
fine.
barking thing.
I like the barking thing. Yeah, because it's much better than going in.
I don't want him doing that either.
Yeah, me neither. Because then I'll be really pissed off.
Yeah, rightfully so.
Pull a Kid Boo. Woo! Woo!
Right?
Woo!
What the fuck is happening?
So yeah,
here?
there's a legitimate part where a guy just barks at a guy, and apparently someone took that as like a thing we should do now to white people if they speak out of turn.
There it is. There it is.
Shut up.
Are you at least
Shut
gonna
up.
take it
The
out?
defeat.
Are you at least gonna take it
I have
out?
not been defeated.
He's gonna hold the whole stand.
Do you want me to just take the mic out for you? We can switch you to that one really fast. You want to move?
Motherfucker, no.
All right. What was your score?
Mine? I give it. God, I'm probably gonna get hate for this. I give it a 7.5 out of 10.
Did you not like it that much?
I liked it.
She that's similar to me.
I had a lot of others like little issues with it, like little like minor things, but like my whole thing with the movie was I liked it, but I would not choose to see it again for entertainment. To me, it was one of those movies where, like, if I'm, like, going through TV and I happen to stumble upon it on a channel, I will watch it because there's nothing else to watch.
Jeez,
Uh,
that's rough.
yeah. Well, I mean, Black Panther did feel a little underpowered in it too.
I feel like...
what do you want the man to do? He can't do everything.
Well, you saw him in
look,
Civil
look.
War.
Look, I realize he technically can do everything. He's a genius. He does design his own tech. I get it. He has
Not
a lot
this
of
movie,
medical
to design his
degrees.
own check.
That's because in movies, have you noticed they always relegate the tech building to someone else?
Yeah.
Like you can't. They feel like in movies you can't have a hero who built his own tech and
What is
or
relegate?
fights crime. Relegate.
I think he
means
meant
to
delegate.
Relegate, delegate, same difference.
No.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Thanks. Making sure I heard that correctly.
Hey, relegate is a
I was
word,
like,
you fucking morons.
regulate?
No.
It's gonna regulate it
Regulate
down.
and relegate are two different words, people. Hang on.
Anyways,
Relegate definition, idiots.
This ought to be good.
Relegate, consign or dismiss to an inferior rank or position.
There you go. It means they pass on the building of technology to someone else because I do vocabulary. Fuckers. So
the
yes.
perfect like ender for anything.
So yes, they relegate the building of technology to someone else.
I gotta do that to one of my coworkers now.
I can't
They're gonna
believe
ask
you
me,
believe me.
Eric, have you seen the Flash
I
drive?
do literature. That's my thing.
Anyways,
I didn't hear a thing you just said.
Okay, so it was...
so you got headphones
like,
on
it
and
was a-
everything.
He's not speaking in the mic.
It was a pretty movie. The visuals were fantastic, as
were.
all get out. The acting was fantastic. I had nothing wrong
yeah.
with the acting. All of the cast that they chose was amazing. You know, the fight scenes were fantastic as well. Like, all of that was great, but just, like, minor details where I was just kind of like, it was good. That's it.
It just didn't leave a lasting impression for me.
Yeah. It didn't make me feel excited at the end.
Your problem is not at the top of the stand, my friend.
He's got the thing like sideways dangling.
I'm sure they can see this.
They can't. It's actually just in frame, so this whole
Just
thing
in
will be
frame
up.
so he can, like, see him struggling the
Your
entire
should just,
hands,
like,
your
move.
hands have been up for the past 22 minutes.
All right,
Lord.
let's roll into some. I'm actually gonna hunt before we roll into segments. I'm gonna try to guess what your score will be before you see it.
All right, somebody get this mic out of here. I can't do this. I
Okay,
can't do this anymore.
He
I'm,
gives up.
this is bullshit.
for Anthony, he's a bit more critical on movies than any of us.
He hasn't even seen it yet.
I'm gonna guess the score. I'm gonna say 7.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know. I think he might give it an 8.
I can see it.
Regardless, listeners, I get it. It may not have the same cultural relevance to them as it does to me. So maybe I'm being swayed by the fact that it's, you know what I mean? By the fact that it's such a black empowerment kind of film. I cannot.
Yo, anytime anything goes wrong, I just
Hell yeah.
somebody at McDonald's is gonna fuck up your order.
Let's do that to my coworker. Have you seen the computer?
Oh, God.
Excuse me, sir. I ordered this without pickles.
I said no mayonnaise on that. I'm really sorry. This is probably really loud in the speaker.
No, it's actually not.
No.
All right. Anyway.
What are you doing?
It's not really on there that well.
What does it matter as long as you can speak into it?
You just need the pop filter so we don't get this in there.
Right,
Ha!
right. Anyway, I don't know. It kind of sounds weird now. How does it sound? Hello.
Because you're moving
Sounds
it.
like a
in.
microphone.
Hello. I'm trying to figure out should it be better here or like here?
You're good there.
Here.
Why don't you vary it?
Here.
Move it all over the place.
All right.
So about
Anyways.
Black Panther.
Dude, do like the old guys and start waving.
So I was saying to him the other day.
I was out at the shop.
All right. No. We don't have that $3,000 stand-up mic that can pick up the whole room.
Also, listeners, Stan Lee's cameo was funny.
It was
I knew it
solid.
was going to be in there, and it was funny.
All right. Let's start moving to some segments. Do you want to go ahead and hit the anime segment?
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right.
Okay, do you have an opening, Monica? I don't have one.
Me?
We haven't actually had DJ edit the last 2 episodes, so I wouldn't.
No?
No.
Oh, never mind. I guess we
Yeah.
won't go into
Yeah,
what
he's
happened.
been having some issues. I'm not sure. He
he
hasn't really
okay?
talked. Yeah, he's fine. He's been busy with work and stuff. So they've been the last 2 episodes have actually been really late. Last week's went out Saturday
Wow.
Wait. If they're not being edited, why don't we just?
because
put
he
them out
keeps saying
immediately?
he's gonna. He says he'll get it to me, and then like I don't hear from him, unfortunately. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm gonna ask him if he needs a break or anything. I completely understand. We don't pay him, so I'm not like you gotta have it now.
Well, yeah, obviously we're putting no constraints on DJ.
No.
Yeah.
So the last 2 I just put up unedited really fast.
All right, well then we just won't
Alright.
deal with the music in it. At least I'm not going. Unless I'm not like going with a song and then nothing happens.
The last 2 you
I
have.
appreciate you telling me that.
Singing it in the show.
Like, DJ, yeah,
And then there's like
and
no
then
background
nothing.
music.
DJ, if you get this week's, please put what I asked you to last week in there. Thank you.
Yes, please.
What did you ask him to put in?
I'll tell you about it later.
Something really good.
Okay then. Anyway,
So, Al, what have you watched this past week in anime?
I have watched some more of the Machiavellianism anime I told you about. I'm almost done with it. I'm almost at
Evangelion?
episode 12. Well, you said that the last time I mentioned this too.
Yes.
Armed Girls Machiavellianism, the one with the swords.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm almost at finished with it, and it's pretty good.
Cool.
He's about to go up against the top dog of the school, the Empress, who uses her hands. It's less of a punch and more of a blade. Like she cuts you with her fingertips, and she like stabs people and shit. Like people just like bleed out on the ground. It's crazy. Anyway,
Sounds like
So
Goku
basically,
Black.
like, well, I was gonna say Sesshomaru, but okay.
yeah, it's just like that. Except she doesn't have like sharp nails though. She just uses her fucking end of her hands. It's like blades, and she just like cuts people.
Oh, then that's basically like Goku Black.
Yeah, and like, anyway, but besides that one, I recently watched another episode of that Shogi anime I told you about. You know, the one about the Rio. Did I tell you about that one?
Did you talk about that
The
last
ravioli?
week?
The ravioli.
Ravioli. Give me the
formioli. No, no, it's the one about the best shogi player in the world who takes on that prodigy apprentice who's like a little I think 7-year-old girl. Well, that's the anime.
Well, if you talked about that last week, I was not here for last week.
Okay, well, that's the anime. It's it says it's called A Ryoi's Work Is Never Done, and it's basically the title Ryoi is bestowed upon the best shogi player in the world, and in this case, a 16-year-old boy is titled is the best shogi is the best known shogi player, and he
shit.
is obviously pretty young, but then he ends up taking on an apprentice who is a 7-year-old girl, but the girl is a prodigy and she's really really talented. And meanwhile though, I'm not gonna go too deep into it because the shogi scenes are pretty good, and it's got a very very shoujo feel. It has its moments where I'm like, I feel like the police might kick the door in, but that's because the dude himself is not a bad guy. He's not doing anything wrong at all.
Right.
At all. But being an anime the way it is, they put him in these situations where his sister walks in, even though he's done literally nothing, and she walks in to find him playing shogi. Shogi.
That took
I
way
should.
longer than it needed to.
Okay.
It really did. She walks in to find him playing like shogi with his apprentice and all her friends who came over to spend the night with her because she lives with him, and they're all like passed out all over his room, and his sister's like lolicon. She's like, I'm calling the cops, and I was like,
Why would she call the cops?
because he's got a bunch of little girls in his room passed out.
Oh, they're young. Okay,
They're all
gotcha.
like 7
That's
or
what he
8.
means.
They're all like 7 and 8
That's
year
what he
olds,
means by
and one like
lolicons.
5-year-old
Gotcha,
who's
gotcha,
just like
gotcha.
Shaggy, one like 5-year-old, and like he's like, it's not what it looks like. I swear to God, I didn't do. He's just playing shogi with him. He really
Right.
has done nothing wrong. So obviously it's cool, but
Well, it's like you can't really expect to be playing games with little girls and somebody not find that weird.
it's true.
Especially as an
But
adult.
but realistically, he has no ill intentions. He has not tried it.
Bo Burnham said it best. He was like, "Why is it if I fuck a kid, I'm a pedophile, but if the kid fucks me, I'm still the pedophile?"
Edgy.
I've
Anyway.
watched more Dragon Ball Super.
Did you now?
Yes, we're out of
You
Goku
meet
Black.
You meet Jiren yet?
no.
Oh.
We're actually getting closer to that though.
Cool.
We're out of. We just beat Goku Black and Zamasu,
Zamasu.
Zamasu.
which was
Dickhead.
really cool. You get to see a
Say
Super
dickhead.
Saiyan Blue Vegito, which is really awesome.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, that was pretty
fucking
cool.
just stabbed him through the chest with a sword and just beating the shit out of him. He does a final Kamehameha. That was awesome.
Wait, what's your favorite Super Saiyan form?
Super Saiyan form?
Because I know it's not canon, but I gotta be honest with you, the more I look back, the more I really dug Goku's Super Saiyan 4 form.
I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
Super Saiyan
With
4.
From
the red,
GT?
with the
GT?
red chest fur. And
Oh, I
all
love
that
Super
shit.
Saiyan 4.
I dug the monkey tail. I dug that shit.
Dude, beat
But
the shit out of people.
Yeah, I know it's not canon, but I really
It's
dig
actually
that.
technically
I really
canon.
thought that form
It's
was
still
cool.
technically canon.
No, the
GT 's
creator,
not
the
canon.
creator
It's
said it
not.
wasn't canon anymore. I know it sucks.
It's not
He
because
said they stopped. The power level stopped at 3.
Yeah,
Until now.
Until now.
Now there's like, I think
because
Ultra
that
Instinct's
wasn't
like the highest.
created. That wasn't created by Akira Toriyama.
Yeah.
Akira Toriyama had nothing to do with GT.
I still like it.
I'm not
I-
saying
I like
I like
GT.
it too. I like
I
it
have
too.
the
I'm
whole
just
series
saying, I'm
right
just
there.
saying it's
I
not
didn't
canon.
like that Goku got turned into a kid though. That's the only thing that bothered me.
I mean, it doesn't matter because when he transformed, he got turned into an adult again. It's like,
It was funny to see him as like a little Super Saiyan 3 though.
Yeah, that was- that was
almost as
entertaining.
funny as it is to watch Goten be Super Saiyan 3.
Well, Gotenks.
Go Tanks, you know what I mean?
No,
At some
out
point
of
I-
current ones, I really like Trunks' Super Saiyan Anger. It's similar to Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan. His eyes go completely white. His hair gets even longer, but not like Super Saiyan 3 long, like spikes
Broly?
out. Similar to Broly, but it's
That
on
was
Trunks.
Broly. Is it Broly?
No, it's Broly.
It's Broly.
And who's what is
Trunks.
this?
It's called Super Saiyan Anger. He just did it in the new season.
Okay. I liked Broly's Super Saiyan.
His is the legendary Super Saiyan.
Yeah,
which
his
is
was cool.
similar.
He got like
I have
huge.
no idea how Goku won that fight.
I know.
He was getting his ass beat,
Getting
if I remember
beat
correctly.
down.
Like, it punched into walls, like getting
dude.
his chest caved in.
It's
Like,
Super
Broly
How
was
the
Saiyan.
fuck
laughing
did he?
at him.
How the fuck did he win that
It's
fight?
Super Saiyan MacGuffin. Duh.
I was gonna say, I'm like,
Plot
I
armor.
don't understand.
Super
how.
Saiyan Ex Machina.
Yeah, Broly was whooping that
Yeah,
ass
bro. I
before
really,
he
yeah, I was about to say,
transformed.
I was like,
What about
no
you?
idea.
You've been watching some stuff. You were watching some stuff today.
I only got like 13 minutes in, and then you got up and started talking.
Oh, fine.
You got up and just started masturbating all over the house.
Look, what I
What?
do, you don't have to talk about on the show, okay?
That's true.
I have
I'm
a
sorry
real
for
problem.
I apologize.
Yeah, Eric. If
I
you're
will
gonna,
jerk off wherever I want to.
yeah, Eric. You're
I
gonna
will
shit
drink
in your
all over
roommate's
your
toilet.
house.
Keep it to yourself.
I love that movie.
I hate
Nobody
that movie,
clocked
but
that.
it's
Everyone
actually-
hates it, but I love
I
it.
can't stand that movie.
What
This
movie?
is the end.
This is the end.
I like this is the end.
I do.
I think it's a little ridiculous, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, especially when he starts ascending to heaven and he starts
Suck
cussing
my
everybody
dick.
out, and then he just like cuts the light off, and he's like,
No,
shit,
no."
no."
Channing Tatum was the slave boy.
Dude, I butt fucked this guy and he's like rubbing on his dick.
No, this is
Anyways.
the end is interesting. That's for sure.
I'm not like Eric where I can like multitask. I can't like have conversation and like watch memes while I'm trying to like focus on a new anime.
I do that constantly.
On a new anime, certainly not. You got to pay attention to those. If
Exactly.
you've seen it already, maybe. But
I
Well,
have
especially
not.
because if
what
they're
were you watching?
dubbed, subbed, which one is it? Subbed.
It's subbed with the
Subbed.
Japanese subtitles.
that one for sure. Like I can't like do other things.
What show was it?
Otherwise, I
Subbed
miss
is hard
shit.
for me to do. That's why I don't watch
What
subbed
is it?
that much.
Seraph of the End.
Oh, the one about the vampires.
Yes.
That one is good.
I got like 13 minutes into the first episode this morning, and then Eric got up and came into the room, and he was like, "I got some videos to show you."
Well,
And I'm
now
just
wait
like,
a minute. Now. I'm not
"Motherfucker."
gonna lie to you. Seraph at the end has a lot of characters, and not to mention that it has a fair amount of mechanics, if I remember correctly, with both the vampire powers and some dude's got like psychic powers.
Oh, I
and-
don't know. Like I said, 13
just
minutes
started.
into the episode, they're still children.
Yeah, didn't the blonde
Like-
blonde vampire like to bleed the kids, right?
He doesn't know. She
I don't
doesn't
know. I didn't get that
That's
far.
in the first 5 minutes. How did you not see that?
Oh,
No?
the little blonde kid. What's his name? Mikhaila or whatever.
Look, all I know is there's one
Macaulay Culkin.
beautiful ass vampire who overwatches over all the kids who are like orphans
The
or
white
whatever.
haired one in the white outfit, right?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he likes to bleed kids for fun.
Yeah.
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 Sounds like a good
So
time.
you saw that.
I mean, like I got to the part where
Sounds
he
like a pretty good
kills.
Friday.
He kills the
Average
first
Sunday.
little girl
Yeah.
as they're trying to like find a way to escape.
Right.
And then like they're trying to like run from him, and the main guy is like trying to like shoot him with the gun or whatever.
Yeah.
That's as far as I got.
Yeah. Don't worry. They won't stay kids for very long.
Oh, I
at all.
know.
Yeah,
I know.
but that one you're gonna want to pay attention to. There's a fair amount of backstory going into that. You're right. You can't multitask on that one.
No.
At least not your first time through it. It's kind of thick.
I can on Dragon Ball Super.
It's a good
because
thick,
it's Dragon
and the
Ball.
animation is pretty, if I remember correctly. But
Pretty.
I
Fluffy.
mean, I like the animation. I like the art style.
Yeah.
So far. I mean, like the intro actually like got me interested right away.
yeah.
You know, so I was just like, I want to try. I want to try to keep watching it.
Seraph at the end is a good one. Lots of cool powers in there. Lots of really cool powers.
So
I
I'm
would
gonna try
actually-
watching that.
One of a big turn on for anime for me is when other characters besides the main character have really cool powers, and a lot of side characters in that would actually get their own, you know, like whips or like, you know what I mean, telekinesis powers. Or
Alive.
a lot of side characters get really sick powers.
Alex.
So I approve of that. I
Let's
don't feel like the main character should be the only one who has all the awesome shit.
Let's-
Everyone else is just fodder.
let's
Attack on
hit
Titan.
reverse. Roll into some comics. We're already an hour, so we gotta slide our way through this pretty
Right,
fast.
it's not like I want to go home and sleep tonight. No, let's just keep going.
Next week,
Next anime.
next week we gotta continue because I didn't even get to tell you what my favorite form of Super Saiyan was.
Okay, what's
But
your
we'll-
favorite form
we'll
of Super
continue
Saiyan?
next week.
Do we have to do it next week? You can just tell me right now.
No, we'll do it next week.
All right.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
Listeners, we're
because then
rolling
Anthony has
out.
to get into it.
We're rolling out of Akiba. We're rolling out of
And
My,
then
favorite,
Alex
my
gotta
favorite
get
is
into it.
4.
4.
Yeah.
4 would be
So
my
you're
favorite.
with me with the chest hair. And the,
Well, all right. My favorite is either 4 or Legendary Super Saiyan.
If we're going canon, mine's
Like that
Super
blue
Saiyan
look,
Anger.
No, Broly's.
oh, bro, it's legendary.
Canon is Super Saiyan Anger. Non-canon 4. What about you, really fast?
I see everybody like 4, huh?
I need to think
I mean,
about
4
it.
was cool.
Okay.
I
She
mean,
needs
That's
it.
why.
Goku
That's
look-
why I was
Goku
like
look-
next week because I gotta
She
think
wants to think
about
about
it.
it.
Okay, I was gonna
Yeah.
say Goku looked really sick, and so did Vegeta actually. For that
Because
matter.
I like a lot
Gogeta?
of the forms.
Not with that red chest.
I'm talking
hair.
about
I would say
Gogeta.
4 Gogeta
I
was
dug,
the
I
shit.
dug that red monkey
Remember
chest
we
fur.
would play that game all the time? You would always pick
Gogeta.
Kid Gohan because he was super fast, and I'd always pick Gogeta because he was super fast.
Yeah, but he doesn't. I love Gogeta because he just uses his legs.
Yeah, he's just like kicking you and shit. It hits you with
If
his
I remember
tail.
correctly, isn't Gogeta super arrogant?
Yes.
Or
Yeah,
is that
because it's
Vegito? No, it's Gogeta that's super arrogant, right?
well, Gogeta's more jokey. Vegeta's more arrogant because Vegeta leads Vegito and Goku leads Gogeta.
I don't know why I felt like that was reversed.
Because and when he's Gogeta, remember he blows the
Confetti.
confetti all over Omega
Yeah,
Shenron
he totally did
and just
that.
laughs in his face. Okay, let's reverse.
All right, we're headed out of evenings in Akiba, listeners. We're time to talk about Comics 101. Woo!
God, that is so depressing without the actual edit of that.
Comics 101.
Do a little thing for us, Al, for our comics since we don't get our echo. If you got this.
Hey, no, I got it. You
You
say
too.
it, and then we're gonna echo it.
All of
Like,
us.
Listeners.
start it, and then
Oh.
after like half a beat,
All
I'll
right.
say it, and then
This
like,
is Comics
Comics.
101.
Comics 101.
Ah, shit, I
101.
fucked
Oh
up.
shit.
Wow.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Fucked
shit.
that all up.
Fuck
All right,
that.
try it again.
Okay, all right.
This is Comics
Comics
101.
Comics
101.
101.
Okay, good enough.
Close enough, people.
Echo of the echo of the echo. All right.
Of the echo.
I'm gonna do 2 issues that actually aren't Marvel or DC this week.
What, Dark Horse?
No. One is Millerverse and one is Indie.
Millerverse.
Millarverse. Sorry.
Millarverse?
Mark Millar. Mark Millar.
Millar.
He did Kingsman.
Malarga.
He did Kingsman.
Milage.
Okay.
Menage.
Kick-Ass #1 came
Trois.
out this week.
Menage a trois.
Kick-Ass #1 came out this
Hey,
week.
that's the one with the girl, black girl kick-ass. isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, boy.
Her name is Precious. Or no, Patience. Her name is Patience. She is
Black girl magic.
She got out. No, she has no magic. She's a normal human being.
No, that's a hashtag. Sorry.
I know.
Go ahead.
She got out of the army.
Black excellence.
She got out of the army.
It's not a
Her
hashtag. Keep going.
her boyfriend left
You
her.
shut the fuck up and let the man talk. Jesus.
Sorry, man. Go ahead.
That's what you need to do. Once he starts interrupting, start barking at him.
right. Patience gets out of the army. Her boyfriend leaves her because he's an artist and he doesn't want a job.
Yeah, that seems about right.
So he takes off with some other chick and is never heard from again. She can't get a job because she has no formal skills. She wanted to go back to school, but without the husband, she can't afford it. And she lives in a crappy town in Wisconsin. This takes place inside the same universe as the original Kick-Ass.
Okay.
After the big fight and everything's already happened up in New York. So she actually gets the costume. And
Wait, after the first one or the second one?
second one. Well, technically the third one. There's a third series.
I haven't seen anything past the first one.
Oh, okay. There's a giant fight between all these heroes and villains. They end up in a lot of people dying in New York.
Dying in New York.
So
Lovely.
she gets the costume and she goes to steal
That
from the
can't
bad.
That can't look good on camera.
What?
Oh, her.
Just that angle. I'm like, that can't look good. It's all about New York. And she's just like, I'm like, that can't look good.
She looks so freaked out.
Like, guys, just to
anyways,
celebrate the live stream.
we're streaming to Pornhub right now.
Just to celebrate the stream, people.
Streaming
we're
to
bringing you
Pornhub
what
This
you
whole
really
episode is
want.
on Pornhub the whole
Bringing you
time.
what you really
Christ.
want. Good old fashioned homegrown.
It's actually really good. I highly suggest it. The art's by John Romita Jr., who did the entire Kick-Ass series with Mark Millar writing. It's really fantastic.
Oh no, the Kick-Ass series is really good.
Yeah.
You think they'll make a movie out of this?
They didn't make 1 out of 3, so I doubt it.
Really? Is it because you think 2 underperformed?
Really, yeah. Well, because the book was written at the same time the movie was created, so they had the basic plot lines and then separated. And then 2, they basically just went on their own tangent.
For the movie?
Yeah, with him hooking up with the girl and all that stuff.
You ever notice that always happens with movies? Like whenever they go off on their own, away from the source material, it sucks.
And you know the girl he dates, Katie, in the second one.
Yeah.
She sends him, gets him beaten up by football players, and then sends him a picture of her sucking their dick later.
In the comics?
What?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
What
he
the
is just tortured.
fuck?
Yeah.
Why?
Can you imagine? Hang
is
on.
she even
let's
like you,
let's take a
bro?
moment
No,
to
she hates
appreciate this
Why?
plan here. Can you imagine getting the shit kicked out of you, and then as you're recuperating, right? You got an ice pack on your face. You're sitting on the couch. You're watching like Conan or something,
Right.
eating ice cream.
Yeah.
You get a picture of your ex sucking
No,
off some
not
dude's
next. He
dick.
never
Of your
dated. He
current-
never dated her.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He told her that he went under the plan, pretended to be gay like in the movie,
Mm-hmm.
and in the real thing when he revealed it, they end up dating and hooking up. In this one, he got the shit beat out of him, called him a creep and all this,
Okay.
as what would
All right.
normally happen in that situation.
Yeah, that's a little bit more. But still, just getting the photo of sucking some dick.
Of her sucking the football player that beat his ass.
Yeah.
That's what she did.
That's
How
fucked
did
up.
he get his ass beat though? Does he know how to fight?
Not
No,
really.
Kick-Ass doesn't know how to fight.
I mean, yeah, but he
He
I guess
can't
that's
feel
true.
pain because he's got all the
Yeah, I guess
implants.
he's right. He really doesn't know how to fight.
No, he gets his ass kicked every fight.
Doesn't
Hit Girl trains
yeah,
him,
and
but that's before that. That's
right
before,
before
the
he actually knew how to do anything.
Yeah.
I call well, no, I can't say that. I would say call Hit Girl, but she'll just kill the whole team.
I know, right?
She'll just walk in, slice you up.
She
and
in the
leave.
comics, she actually gets put in prison, and they have to break her out in 3 and all that. It's actually really good.
Cool.
In the movie, she drives off and survives, but in this one, she gets thrown in prison.
So I guess we'll definitely get a Riri Williams movie before we get Kick-Ass.
I doubt we're getting a Riri Williams movie. We'll get a TV show with her. We're gonna get a cartoon with her
I don't
first.
want a Riri Williams cartoon. I want a movie.
Why?
Wait, who's
No real,
Riri
no
Williams?
real reason.
It's the black girl that's Ironheart.
It's because Tony's probably gonna die in the Infinity War movie.
Tony's back already.
I mean, he's back. He's gonna die.
No, in the comics, he's back.
Yeah, but in the movies, let's face it,
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. is getting old. He said he's getting sick of playing Iron Man.
Yeah, but they're not
Looks
gonna
like
do.
his contract's about to end. It's time to move on.
They're gonna do War Machine well before they do Riri Williams.
Eh.
Anyways,
What? What are they
They
gonna do?
can't
What
do.
are they gonna
They can't do
War
War
Machine?
Machine. Rhodey's all fucking fucked up in the legs and
yeah,
shit.
but in the suit, the suit can control that.
They're not gonna give Rhodey his own movie.
hey man, Don Cheadle's a good actor.
And they're gonna give
Yes,
Ironheart,
but
who
let me tell you,
premiered,
they're not gonna bring Rhodey.
and they're gonna give Ironheart, who premiered this year only.
Hey, Miles Morales is getting a movie.
Yeah, he's been out for fucking 5 years now.
Still getting a movie.
Yeah, and it's an animated movie,
It's still a movie.
and he's not even the full main star. It's got Peter and everyone else in it.
Oh my god, it's still a movie with him as the main character.
Okay, yeah, but again, he's been out for years.
Look, Eric, don't take this.
Actually, he came out in 2011, so he's been out for 7 years.
Why you gotta ruin shit?
I mean, she's a cool character.
Well, you got to think about it. The Spider-Man comics came out when, the 60s, and they didn't get a movie till way.
That's because they had TV shows though. The Japanese had that Spider-Man TV show back in the 60s.
Yeah, but do we count that? Do we
I mean,
really
it was
count
still
that?
live action in a suit,
mean, to be
sticking
fair,
to walls.
We got a Doctor Strange movie years and years
Yeah,
ago.
we had a Fantastic Four movie too, and it was ass.
There was
just
a-
like that first Captain
There
America
was a
movie
70s.
ass.
There was a 70s Doctor
You ever
Strange.
seen the original Captain America?
Ooh, it's awful.
Trash.
Oh, you're not talking about the one with Chris Evans. Okay.
No.
No,
God,
no. There's one that came out in the early '90s. It's garbage.
There's
believe
Just like the Fantastic Four, it's garbage.
there's the 70s
early
Doctor
90s.
Strange movie.
I like the original. You know, I like the other one.
There's the 70s Doctor Strange movie.
She's strange, and I like it.
Anyways, the other book is by a Mr. B.J. Mendelsohn.
BJ.
He sent me. He's an author. He's written 2 books and now a comic. It's on Comixology. It's called Nevada Vengeance, Nevada Vengeance. One of the two. Let me check.
Okay.
One of these sounds like a zombie thriller.
Vengeance, Nevada.
The other
Just 'cause
one
you're thinking
sounds
of
like...
Arizona Sunshine.
Yes, kind of.
It is Vengeance, Nevada. He sent me a copy of it. It's on Comixology now. It's a mainly black and white. There's a few colored pages. The art's actually incredibly good.
Why
and-
they got to be colored pages?
I mean, to be fair, she is a black eye.
Oh my god.
What is that? What?
I looked directly at you. I was just waiting
what
for
does
you to
that
catch
have-
that.
Yeah, I know, but like they're colored pages.
Like it's
What?
art
That
that's
has
colored.
nothing to do with my people. Like,
To
come
be
on.
fair, the main character is black, but
I mean, yeah, I
actually she's not.
guess.
She's white.
No,
No, it's
oh,
white.
colored pages.
Um,
Wow.
So it's hard to describe because a lot of exposition happened, but it's like Ghost Rider, but good. It's like
But good.
Wait, what year? What year does this story happen?
the story's modern day.
Oh, so colored pages wouldn't even count anyway. I was gonna say if you're back.
I was
in-
just being stupid.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you're back with Rosa Parks, then you know the colored pages. Yeah, I'm like,
No.
whoa,
It's like she's
you're
on
in the wrong
it's
neighborhood,
a-
boy.
It's like a troop, a task force of people seeking out vengeance, similar to Ghost Rider. But it's
Task
actually
force
really
of people
interesting.
seeking vengeance. Were they on horses with
No.
white as their primary color?
They
Pointing
carry
out-
around
Point-
they carry around crosses.
They
off
call
right,
themselves
they
the
carry-
Klan.
This guy actually gave us a copy of the book, so let's not label him as
No, no,
racist.
no. I'm fucking
All
with
right,
you.
sorry,
Hey,
sorry,
I'm sorry.
BJ.
I'm sorry, dude, man. No, I'm sorry. Really, I'm fucking with you.
I mean, we're not fucking with him. We're just
Yeah, we're just
Joshing.
We're fucking around.
He trounces us in Twitter followers, and he actually reached out to us. So let's
I
be
know.
nice.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We'll read your comic, man. Thank you
I
for
read it.
sending
It's
it
really
to
good.
us. You read the whole thing already?
Yeah, it was like a 33 page issue. I'll send it to you guys if you want.
Yeah. Send me the PDF.
Definitely check it out. It's like $3 on Comixology. It's definitely worth it. The art alone is worth it. It's really nice art.
Nice.
The art is very similar to Robert Kirkman's Walking Dead, I would say.
Okay.
Very detailed, lots of nice gore. Definitely pick it out.
lots of nice gore.
Lots
Lots
of
of nice
nice
gore.
That's an
gore.
interesting way to describe that.
You
Eric.
should see the gore in this fucking Kick-Ass #1.
She's always been
She
gore
fucking
in
uppercuts a
Kick-Ass.
guy, and you just see his teeth shatter and blood spraying out his nose.
Dude, there's always been gore in Kick.
And they do well, it's Frank Romita Jr. or John Romita Jr. and he did a really good job with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the biggest fan of his art.
Wait a minute. What?
John Romita Jr. He actually does good in Kick-Ass though. It's not because it's not square-headed Spider-Man. It works differently.
Dude, I hate his art.
Square-headed Spider-Man.
No, man, literally, I hate his Spider-Man art because every fucking time he draws Spider-Man, each square that the webbing makes, right, looks like bubble wrap. Like
Really?
it looks like raised surfaces.
Interesting.
He bubbles it up.
It's the way he does lighting on his characters, right? Like each little square in the webbing looks like it's.
Well,
it's
to be fair,
bubble
he
wrapped.
doesn't. I don't think he does the coloring.
I don't know what the fuck. Whoever fucking is
There
adjusting,
you
messing
go.
with the lighting. Wait, hang on.
That is really interesting shoulders he's got going on there.
Yes, exactly. You see what I'm talking about?
That's John
Yeah.
Romita.
How it all looks like elevated.
Yeah, you don't like all that.
No.
Let me show you his Kick-Ass
I
art.
hate
think
that shit.
His angles are
His
real funny.
dad had drew a way better Spider-Man.
His dad was one of the early ones. Let me show you his Kick-Ass. His Kick-Ass is actually really good.
Okay.
Kick ass.
My favorite Spidey artist is always going to be J. Scott Campbell.
Yeah, he does draw a really good Spider-Man. Man.
Yeah. That
Hot
creepy
Mary
ass,
Jane.
like.
Let me find a really good one. So here's his kick ass.
Interesting.
Nah,
Kick-Ass looks a little short, doesn't
still don't like it.
Well, yeah, he's like a 16-year-old kid.
he? Yeah, but isn't he supposed to be lanky?
No, that's just the movie.
Oh. Alright.
No, he did the entire series. He did all of them. It was him and Millar because it's under what's called the Millarverse, where it's his own brand of comics.
The Millarverse.
That's where Kingsman came from.
I like Kingsman.
Mark
I
Millar did
recently saw the second one, Golden Circle,
How was it?
and it kind of sucked. I'm
I
not
heard
gonna lie.
that. I haven't
It's
seen it.
good, but it's not as good as the first.
It's really not that good though.
It has its moments.
It was okay.
A lot of it was interesting. Like there was some. I just felt like they brought people back when they really shouldn't have.
I feel like they too heavily used CGI in that one. Like there was too much CGI, and they didn't spend enough time on it, so it looked like CGI in the
was it
Flash
bad?
TV show when you can clearly tell that it's like CGI.
Oh.
Yeah,
But
like
that's
that
fine.
shit.
That's fine in the Flash TV show because it's a TV show with lower budget.
That's
Yeah,
true, that, man.
but-
Sometimes them fights, man. Woo.
But
I mean,
running
they
up
have
the building
to.
You see
fighting
him fight. You
himself.
see him fight your boy. That's the most computer generated shit.
Oh, and
When he's fighting himself on a building, like I'm like, ugh.
the like, it looks like Spider-Man. It looks like Spider-Man, Raimi Spider-Man was climbing the building. It's clearly like a different shade of red.
Wait,
No,
what?
I didn't notice that.
Have you ever noticed that?
No.
In the Spider-Man movies, the original ones,
I
when
mean,
he
you know what? Just don't compare those two.
well, no, when he goes to swing on the wall and he starts climbing, it's clearly an animated Spider-Man because the entire red and blue is just a brighter shade.
Wait, what? Which one are you talking about? Spider-Man
Any
1?
of them.
What?
In Spider-Man 1, mainly, you see it. Whenever he's on buildings, he's just completely animated.
I don't.
He's losing me. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Regardless, let's get back to the Flash and his shitty CGI. It's so bad.
Let's see you do better.
Hey,
Hey.
I'm not the showrunner. I'm not the showrunner. Okay.
Also, the showrunner wouldn't do it. Be the CGI artist.
yeah, the showrunner has to approve it though.
Oh, dude, me and my parents watched Justice League the other day, right?
Honestly. You realize a
So
bad
I
showrunner
got to
can
see
fuck a show
the
up, right?
Superman
That's why Marvels and Humans
face
didn't work.
again, and I was just looking at it like,
What, what
Whoa!
now? Looked at what now?
I watched Justice
but
League
with
and I was just like,
Woo! Yeah, that,
my
that
dad,
first scene.
my dad was like, "What the fuck is wrong with his face?" And I just started laughing.
Yeah, he doesn't even look like Henry Cavill, man. That
Let's
first scene.
start wrapping it up.
That's fine. We didn't get a video game segment.
Oh yeah, hang
We
on.
talk-
I gotta. How much time we got?
Do you actually got something to talk about, or is it more Fortnite wins?
That's more Fortnite.
Anyways, let's go ahead and wrap up the episode.
But I should
The
mention
whole Fortnite thing is like
what
whenever
is up with
Eric
the
tried to
price
talk about
spike?
Injustice.
What is
It
up with
really
the price
is.
spike
It
on
really
Spider-Man Web of Shadows?
What?
I was looking for Spider-Man Web of Shadows on the PS3, and the shit is ridiculous. You can't get it at GameStop.
because-
It costs a full $25.
Because
and online,
Activision
it costs even more than that.
Because
it's a
Activision
good
lost
game.
the rights, and so they're
I checked
forcing the price
Amazon.
up.
The first price said $89. I was like, "Fuck you."
Yeah, dude's on crack.
I realized they what now?
Hit the seas.
They lost the what now?
Hit the seas.
What?
Hit the seas.
What does that mean?
Pirate. Fucking
Pi-
pirate the game. God damn
On my
it.
PS3?
Your computer.
I want it on my PS3 because it's on my dining room table now.
Fine, then pay
I have
for
more
it.
time to play it now, so I want it.
Then pay for it.
I'm not paying $89. Eric.
You said GameStop had it for $25. Buy it for that.
I don't think he
I
wants to
don't
pay that
wanna
much
pay
for it.
$25. You know how old that game is?
Bro, here's what you gotta do. Go to the Facebook Marketplace. Somebody's getting rid of that shit.
Maybe. You might be right.
Don't you have it?
I used to.
No.
I sold it back to GameStop for 28 cents.
Which is a shame.
Solid.
It's a great game.
Solid.
Solid
It's a
score.
great
right?
game. I know, right? Good
what
game
it's worth.
return.
Right.
It's what it's worth.
That's 7 cents more than they
That
gave
might-
me when I
That
was
is
sold.
arguably one of the best Spider-Man games ever made. I don't want to
Yeah.
hear it.
All I ever hear about is stupid Spider-Man 2.
I said arguably one of the best.
Anyways, let's roll up the epised.
All right. Real quick.
Spider-Man
Real
2
quick.
game
Hang
is
on.
blinded by nostalgia.
Hang on. Real quick. Guys, check out the YouTube channel. Check out the YouTube channel Crossover Gaming. I've been doing nightly live streams of Fortnite. I am trying to get to 50 wins. And when I get to 50 wins, I think I'm going to do another giveaway.
He's
So
at 12.
I'm at 13 now. Thank you.
13 now. That's
13.
actually tougher than it sounds to get.
It's
So-
like when I try to talk about Injustice, and you guys are like, no one cares.
Yeah.
That's
Now you
how
know how
I-
it feels.
I mean, yeah. So I'm gonna keep cutting you off now.
That's all right.
All right.
I said what I needed to say, so I'm good.
Bring it out.
Alrighty, listeners.
Did we get any other listeners
No.
throughout?
No, I didn't think we
No.
would. It's 1 in the morning on a Monday night.
Yeah, it's pretty late.
I expect the same thing for the panel, but it's okay. Listeners.
You know what? I don't think that's accurate because I think just because people are already at the con,
You think
they
they'll
might
just
show
look
up.
in just to see what's happening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's literally what panels are about.
I guess.
Well, considering
I feel
that
like
our
people
panel-
I
dude,
feel like
look.
people schedule their day around.
You,
panels.
you're forgetting though. Dragon Con is like one of the most popular cosplay areas ever, right? For
We're
like
doing
superhero. Oh, MomoCon. Sorry, whatever. But still, like people
Dragon
dress
Con
up as
was fucking
superheroes and
awesome.
comic characters and everything, and we run a comic book podcast.
And we're going to be explaining. A lot of people actually want to get into this stuff. So we're going to be talking
I
about
don't
it. They
wanna-
build really well.
I just want to get back to Dragon Con and more partying, man. Nerds party hard. Anyway, listeners,
Nerds party hard to forget the nerds.
hey, motherfucker, they do. And you know what? That was fun shit.
I had fun.
Listeners, let me stop talking about that. What I am talking about is getting this sleep tonight. But that means that it's been Al. No, I'm just kidding. This has been Al.
I'm on my time.
And I'm Anthony.
And that's right. Just so sorry.
How do you spell that? 'Cause I think that should be the title.
How do we spell it?
Intense bark.
AURGH.
What? No, man, that sounds like a question.
I don't know.
mark at
Pull
the
up
end.
like the Google speech engine and just and see what
You want me
pops
a
up.
Siri ARF?
Isn't it ARF?
It's either
Arf.
ARF or
Erf.
URF. Erf.
AURFF?
It's not wolf.
Or
Like, it can't just be wolf.
AURF?
Wolf, wolf, wolf.
I don't know.
ARF.
You just Google it. It just says chest sounds.
Let's just call the episode "Man Ate Barking."
Wait. Somebody Google it or Siri it right now.
We'll figure out the
on
title
phone.
after we get
Just-
off
just
the
go
air,
Erf.
people. We're still on camera.
Really?
Herbivore table for her. Herbivore table for her. Table for
I
her.
can kind of see that.
Table for herbivore. Table for air.
Table
Earth.
for herbivore? What the fuck?
Just go ARF.
Just
Just
one
one
time.
Earth.
One time. What did you get?
Nothing.
You didn't get nothing? I got to try it on mine.
Let it.
This is Little Italy.
I got where.
You got Little Italy?
I got where.
This one says Little
Where?
Italy.
All right.
What the fuck is
All
happening?
right. What does
here?
Anthony
All right,
have?
let me try. I got nothing.
got-
Okay.
Nothing
I
popped
got
up.
table for herbivore. Table for her.
Why the fuck did I get Little Italy?
And then I got.
Dude, I
Are
don't
they
even
trying to tell me
know.
something?
My
How
how the
second
fuck
one
you
was
got
just
Little
where.
Italy.
Anyway, listeners, like I said, I'm trying to get some sleep tonight. It's already 1:36. I'm tired. So, guess what, Eric? Guess what?
Are we rolling out?
You might as well start reaching for the button because we just
What's
saw.
gonna roll out tonight?
Listeners and watchers, and for the first time watchers, we just so happen to be
Bye.
signing out.
Bye.